Hello all, I'm Sai and you're watching the Book Dragon. In today's video, I'm bringing to you my answers for the questions in the this or that book tag. I found this in a book blog whose link will be down in the description. Also, I let all the 10 questions in this tag in the description so that you can let your answers in the comments below. This is going to be a pretty short video, so without any further ado, let's get into the questions. Question number 1, reading on the couch or in the bed? I'll prefer reading in the bed because the couch always makes me feel a bit uncomfortable because I don't tend to continue reading in the same position. The position in which I start reading will not be the same position in which I end reading because I just tend to do weird things while reading. So it'll be better to have a wider space and a lot more room, and I'll always prefer to lie on a bed and read it because it'll be a lot more comfy. Question number 2, male main character or female main character? I'll prefer a male main character because I read a lot of YA books, and nowadays, YA books tend to have a lot more female protagonists rather than male protagonists. I'm not saying that as a complaint. I'm just saying what I see, okay, from the books that I read, that I've read so far, and the books that I'm reading, because there tends to be a lot more male point of view when it comes to adult books and a lot more of female point of view when it comes to young adult books. I do think that both must be represented in both the categories, and I'll prefer to read a lot more male point of view books, mainly because I'm a man, so I'd like to prefer something to be shown from my point of view. It is better to know it from another gender's point of view also, but I do think that it'll be better if I'm able to read a lot more books from a male point of view. 3, sweet snack or salty snack while reading? I'll prefer a spicy snack, neither sweet nor salty, because I'm a person who likes to let my tongue burn because I like spicy food a lot more than any other taste. But if you ask me of these two options, I'll prefer sweets, mainly because I have a sweet tooth, so I do like eating sweets more than salty food. So yeah, at times salty food also makes me a lot more thirsty and I'll have to drink a lot of water, so I'll always prefer to sit down for a long amount of time while I read. So eating salty food will not help me in that way, and I do prefer sweet snacks for that. Question number 4, trilogies or quartets? I'd prefer the more the number of books the better, so it's always okay for me to read a lot more number of books. I tend to read a lot more trilogies rather than series, so I'll prefer to read quartets because quartets are not trilogies but they are series. Trilogies are also series, but quartets have a lot more number of, that is one book more compared to trilogies, and the more the books the merrier for me, so I'll choose quartets over trilogies. 5, first person POV or third person POV? I'll always prefer to read from first person's point of view because it helps me to get to know a lot more about a single character, okay? Rather than just knowing about different characters in a vague way, I'll prefer to know completely about a single character, and it's always my jam to read from a single point of view. It might frame a story within a particular frame itself, that is, we'll not be able to see the actual things going on but only from the perspective of a single person, but I'll always prefer first person point of view over third person point of view. 6, reading at night or in the morning? I read during both the times, but if you ask me, I categorize my reading according to the time of the day. In the morning, I prefer to read non-fiction because that's when my mind is fresh and I'll be able to grasp all those things in the morning. And during the night, I tend to read fiction, especially fantasy, because if I read thrillers or contemporaries sometimes might be sad and they might be so realistic, they'll not let me sleep, so I'll avoid those two. I might read contemporaries and thrillers in the afternoon time or evening time, but in the night it's always mostly fantasy for me because that different world and that whimsy feeling, that comfort that fantasy gives to me, it's always better for me during the night time, and I'll prefer to read during both the days. It just depends upon the genre what I'm reading. 7, libraries or bookstores? Always bookstores over libraries, okay? I do like to visit libraries, but I don't like to borrow books from libraries anymore because I'm a person who likes to collect books, okay? I do have 2 or 3 editions of the same book also sometimes, and yeah, I am just a book collector and also a reader who loves to collect and have various different editions and buy a lot of books and add them to my collection. So I'd always prefer bookstores over libraries because at times even library books, they are not of that much quality because many people handle it, and we cannot hope or trust anyone to, we cannot expect everyone to handle the books with the same amount of care. It is going to be varying from person to person, and I'd forever choose bookstores over libraries for that reason itself. Number 8, books that make you laugh or books that make you cry? I always prefer books that make me laugh always because I'm a person who doesn't tend to laugh that easily, okay? I do need a lot of things in order to motivate me and keep me cheerful, okay? I don't want external sources of motivation. I can motivate myself, but for cheering me up and make me smile, I always depend upon certain different sources, especially the mass media. especially TV shows and movies. But I can say that if you place two books and ask me whether if you want to read a sad book or a happy book, I'd always prefer the happy book, because reading is a time during which I want to feel happy. So it's better to have a happy book than a sad book at that time. 9 black book covers or white book covers. I like white book covers a lot more compared to black book covers, because black book covers are so common. We can find almost millions and millions of books with black covers, but white covers are pretty rare because they are hard to design, they are hard to make them appealing and not very plain, okay? And that's one of the main reasons why I like the UK editions of the Cosmere books, because they are all white with a white background, and the illustrations on them are either black and white or with very pleasant mild colors. So I'd always prefer white covers over black book covers because it's just aesthetically more pleasing for me. Finally, question number 10. Character driven or plot driven stories. I'll always prefer to read character driven stories anytime, because the books which are very dear to me and near to my heart are those which have characters whom I like and whom I can relate with or take something from in some way or the other. And certain books have characters which just stay with me to the end, and I'll always prefer to read stories of characters rather than stories with characters in it. And yeah, character focused books are always my most favorite. And yeah, that's it for today. And if you did enjoy watching today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it to your friends. If you want to get more content from me, do subscribe to the channel, because I publish new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.